And we are back. Thank you so much for joining us here on Unfiltered Vision News, bringing you the news unfiltered Monday through Friday, 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern. My name is Dr. Shakinoni Nichols, and we are doing today our Women in Wellness segment. Yes. So today is our Women in Wellness. And, I like to bring people on to definitely share things that we can be doing to definitely improve our lives in that space. Today, I have some special guests. One this is not a woman, but I think it's still okay because I wanted to share something with you. I know if you guys have been following me, maybe for the past few months, you've seen a commercial that I air, and it's X39. And it's this little round patch. And so I really wanted to bring two people on that introduced me to X39 and LifeWave so they could share a little bit more about the product. So let me bring them up now. Hey, how are you guys doing?
Hello. Hi,
Doing
Shay.
wonderful. How are you?
Good, good. So please, one at a time, you can introduce yourselves, tell our audience, who you are, where they can follow you, and then we'll get into our conversation about the patch.
Awesome. Well, my name is Nichia Hilliard, and you can actually follow me on Facebook, Nichia Hilliard, as NichiaHilliard, and also on Instagram, Nichia_Hilliard. I'm also a professional singer and a part-time actress, but that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Okay. All right.
My
Thank
name is
you.
Reggie Stewart here in Atlanta, Georgia, and um, I'm here to just share a little bit of information about this incredible patch that Dr. Shaki just talked about. And this is a patch that's truly cutting edge. So we want to make sure that everyone has a clear understanding of exactly what the patch is and the purpose of it, because our health is very, very important. And this is sort of groundbreaking.
Okay. And where can people find or follow you?
You can follow me on Facebook at Facebook/Reg T Stewart. Um, and also my email address is stewart.reggie@ymail.com.
Okay. Wonderful, wonderful. So I know that Nisha introduced me to the patch, but I wanted you both to, in short order, if you could just share with the audience who shared the patch with you.
Well, I have to say this gentleman right on here with us, Mr. Reggie Stewart, shared this patch with me. This was back in January 2023, and I was actually doing a performance in Duluth, and so he during my break, he asked me the question about what do I know about stem cells, and I absolutely knew nothing about it. And so he said, "Well, do you know anyone that has, any type of pain or any type of, discomfort in any, areas of their bodies?" And I was like, yeah, you're talking to one."
Mhm.
So I'm very grateful that he brought this to my attention because I was really having some bad knee pain.
Hmm.
You're talking after a performance because I have to wear high heels a lot.
Right.
Going up and down the stairs was painful for me. I mean, I'm talking about crying pain.
Hmm.
And so when he introduced the patch to me, that was totally a God sent. I mean, it was like God was answering my prayer. And I wanted something that was non-invasive, nothing that was going into the skin. And when I tried that patch on, I mean, it was like my pain went away within a few hours, and it has not come back.
Nice.
I've been on the patch for over 2 years now.
Nice. That is awesome. I'm so glad to hear
Thank
that.
you.
I'm so glad to hear that. And Reggie, how did you find out about the patch?
Okay, great question. Just as you heard Nisha, I think this is the nature of our business. We often know people who have pain and discomfort, and a good friend of mine, actually shared it with me, and that's how it works. Because most
Mhm.
people Either they're directly connected to pain themselves or they know someone who is. And not just pain, but also chronic diseases, various
Hmm.
health issues.
Right.
And as a result of understanding, that this patch um, does some incredible things as from a health standpoint, I was excited because I had a knee issue also. I thought I was going to have knee replacement surgery.
Wow.
And when I received the patches, within about 3 or 4 days of wearing the patches, the pain started to subside. And you only wear one patch every 12 hours, right? Every other 12 hours. So once a
Hmm.
day for 12 hours at a time. So anyway, I started wearing the patch. And after the third day, there was very little pain. And then on 3 or 4 days later, the pain was gone. So to me, that was significant. And that is when I began to realize what we had our hands on.
Hmm.
And then I started sharing it with my family, my friends, and everybody I came in contact with. And that was 2.5 years ago that I first was approached with this.
Wow,
And
that is
today,
really awesome.
I don't have a knee issue, and I don't have the knee issue, and neither am I limping or experiencing that excruciating pain that was, connected to that knee issue.
Oh, that's awesome. And that is amazing. And that's, kind of proof of how it works. I know that I've gone to some different meetings myself because you guys, like I said, introduced me
Mhm.
to the patch and I've seen how it works. I do have scoliosis and I've had surgery. And for me, what's happened is I have more feeling, you know, in parts of my back that I just didn't have feeling in before where it was numb. So I know that it does work. Right. It definitely does work. And the other thing I also found out is that our new director of HHS, he also wears the patch. I've seen some pictures of RFK wearing the patch. I do talk about him a little bit on the program and just what he's doing just to try to make us more healthy as a society. So if there was anything that you would want the world to know about the patch, what would that be?
Well, first of all, I would like for everyone to know that it's for everybody. It's not. There's no target or niche market. There's no specific person or condition because of the incredible technology that's associated with the patch, being that it literally allows our bodies to heal itself because of the technology involved in reactivating our body's own stem cells. That is it in a nutshell. Many times that becomes almost unheard of or unbelievable because it is unheard of. This is cutting edge technology. There are studies. The product has been around now for 5 years, and there's a 20-year patent on it. So that means 15 years are left on that patent. So for people who are really wanting to understand the power of this, all they have to do is wear the patch.
Okay. Okay. And Nisha, what would you
Um,
like to share?
I
as
mean,
Nisha
I
said,
just,
it is not themselves, and that's what we also offer. And that turns into an incredible opportunity for so many people.
yes, I just love the fact that it's just this one little patch, and I'm gonna show it to you. I don't have it, but I have it on the back of my neck if you can see it.
Yeah, we can see it. Okay.
One little patch that I wear on the back of my neck, most for the most part, every day. And it's just amazing. I mean, David Schmidt is the CEO and the inventor of this patch, and you can look him up. I mean, he's been this company has been around. LifeWave is the name of the company. It's been around for over it's all, well 21 years now, and he came out with this patch just like what Reggie said in 2020. And so what he came up with this patch is just extraordinary. I mean, it's amazing. Not only that this patch that I've noticed even for me when I wore it, that I noticed my energy level was awesome. I mean, it was doing a lot of healing in my body. I mean, I had bleeding of the gums. I was on asthma medication. I'm no longer on asthma medication. We're talking about, when the pollen season comes out, and you know how your eyes
Mhm.
be like, "Ugh," and you're itching and all. None of that. And so it responds to, and it's very systemic to your body, your own body stem cells.
Right. Yeah.
And so I can't tell you what it's going to do for you, or whatnot. Just wear the patch. Once you put the patch on, that's where things start to happen. And I tell people it's like a Christmas light has just went off in your body, and it's just like, okay, you start noticing different things that your body is healing, which is what God designed our bodies to do naturally, is to
Right.
heal.
Right.
And so this patch allows that to happen, and that's what I love about it. And that is nothing that's going in your body, because I'm all about natural ways of healing. And so when my grandmother, God rest her soul, she passed away in 2018. She was on all types of medications.
Mm.
If you know someone that's, I'm sure you got people, in your family or friends that are
Yeah.
taking all these medications, and then they taking this medication to counter that medication.
Yes.
It's like, I never want to live like that.
Yeah.
I never want to live like that. And so if I can find natural ways of healing, then I'm all on board for that. And I'm all for helping others to do the same.
Yeah. And it's good to know that the patch helps everybody individually. So it really does work off of your stem cells. And each, all three of us, as we've shared just here in this segment, my experience is different from Nisha's, and Nisha's is different from Reggie's, but we've all had a good experience with
Exactly.
these patches. We've all had some results or know somebody else who's used the patches who've had results. So I want to give you guys last words. What would you like to leave our audience with?
Well, I just want to say to everyone, just try the patch. Just don't second guess it, because the science, it's all in the science of how this patch works. And so just, trust the science. I mean, because David Schmidt, I mean, he has, like what Reggie said, a 20-year patent on this. And you can't get a patent if you can't prove that it works. And it definitely works. And so I can't tell you enough. Just try it.
Okay, Reggie?
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, look, in a few minutes, I would tell people, because it's something that we've never seen, a lot of times people are skeptical and reluctant. But at the same time, we have a product that is literally changing people's lives. And we're talking about various health conditions, things like high blood pressure and diabetes, people who have lupus, autism, heart disease, problems sleeping. All these things that I've just mentioned, I am directly connected to people who have had a personal testimony that says that this product is absolutely amazing. So, it's not one of those things. It's not another one of those things. As a matter of fact, it's not a Me Too product. It's not
Mm.
something we've seen before. We can't compare it to anything. And sometimes that becomes the thing that prevents people from moving forward with this, is because they've never heard of it. But that is not something you want to do. So when you consider all your family members and the importance of their health and the importance of all our health, when you think about it, that's the number one thing in our life, in my opinion. It is the most important thing in my life. It far surpasses anything, including money. So at the end of the day, it is about helping as many people as we can have a better quality of life by doing something so simple and very affordable. It's amazing, and you're going to want to share it with the world. I mean, there are 8 billion people on the planet. They all have stem cells.
Yeah.
David Schmidt, the visionary, the founder of this company, says that we'll be in 1 billion households. So it is important for us to understand that this company came from a $20 million company to this year, just 5 years later, as a result of this one product. Though it's a 20-year-old company, the company is now approaching $1 billion in a single year
Wow.
versus $20 million just 4 or 5 years ago. So I just want everyone to know it's not on trial. It is something that many doctors, medical doctors included, have joined us on this quest to take these patches to the world. So I'm excited about it. As you have my information, follow me as well as Nichia. Look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah, and that's so good to know because, hey, as you said, your health is truly your wealth. So I want to thank both of you for joining me here on Unfiltered Vision News on this Women and Wellness Wednesday. And hopefully I can have you guys back on again, and maybe somebody else to share their testimony about their experience with X39. So thank you again. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for having us.
Jackie. Thank you so much for
Okay.
having us.
Take care.
Thank you. Yeah, guys. So definitely, check it out. It is LifeWave, and I am actually a distributor. So if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I'm on X, Facebook, and YouTube. And right now, I'm actually going to play you guys a commercial that, tells a little bit about the patch.
A life empowered is closer than you think. We're all looking for a better way. Reimagine what's next with a new sense of exuberance. Why not power on like you mean it? Or power off blissfully? A better sleep is a better awake. You've never moved like this before. Energy nature intended. Imagine reprogramming the way you look at the speed of science. At longevity. At exhilaration. It's next level rejuvenation, taking well-being from the inside out and outside in. The light within is ready to ignite. Be the light. LifeWave.
Yeah, so that is LifeWave. And I know I've been playing the commercial for a few weeks now, but I also am so grateful for Nichia and Reggie joining me so you guys can find out a little bit more about, well, what is this commercial and what is this about and what is this patch? And if you want to find out more, you can reach out to me, like I said, on either Facebook, X, or YouTube. And you can also email me at nonicmsllc@gmail.com. And if you want to find out more just about the product, you can go to lifewave.com/nonicmsllc. And thank you guys so much for joining us for this segment of Women in Wellness Wednesday. And I will see you right after this break.